All right, welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It's time now for Saginaw Celebrate Summer. Joining us this morning for your one-stop guide to absolutely everything arts and culture, we have Marcia Braun and Demetrius Scott. We appreciate you being here. We were just talking about the wonderful, amazing booklet.
Yeah,
it's a book. And you know, we're talking about summer really being a great time to check out the children's zoo, for example. What's happening out there right now?
Well, the children's zoo, of course, it's always a great place to visit. I mean, there's so much going on, and of course the animals, but on Saturday they have a special program from 10 to 2. You can learn about the marvelous monarch butterfly.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, and what a lot of people don't realize is that this little creature makes a phenomenal journey twice a year. They travel from here, their summer breeding grounds, all the way down to central Mexico, 3,000 miles for the winter. And then they'll do the whole thing back again. So you can go take the kids, take the family from 10 to 2, talk to zookeepers, learn all about the monarch butterfly, what you can do at home in your own backyard to help them with their long journey. And of course, there's lots of other things to see at the zoo. There's some great otters and new penguins and a sloth, ride the train.
So fun.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff.
Love it. All right, well, Saginaw Eddy Concert Band holding its first concert of the season. If you could tell us a little bit about it and what to expect and when we can see a show.
Well, music is kicking off with the Saginaw Eddy Concert Band, and that's right across the street at the Jolt Credit Union Event Park, and that is on Sunday, 7 o'clock. It is a free concert, and if you're not familiar with the Eddy Band, they've been around for almost 100 years. It is more than 50 pieces, all professional musicians. They play some wonderful, wonderful pieces, and I believe the theme for their first concert is Fanfare for Summer.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so bring a lawn chair, bring a blanket, bring the family, and enjoy a wonderful musical concert.
Pierre, Michigan. All right, well, with children out of school, there are also still some opportunities for students to keep on learning. If you could tell us about Color Our World offering its summer reading program.
Yeah, so the summer reading program is kicking off, and this time they're kicking off with bugs at Buttman Fish Library. So you see them on the ground, you see them in the air, you see them everywhere, hopefully not indoors, but a lot of insects. So if you want to learn more about bugs and be certified as a bug scientist known as an entomologist, come on down and learn about the creepy crawlers. But they are not real, they're fake. So you don't have to worry about them crawling all over you or landing on you. So.
But you can still be a bug scientist and learn about them.
And that's Monday from, I believe it's 3 to 5. If you don't want to learn about bugs, Tuesday at Wicks Library, they're doing the it's the bubble painting. So they're making homemade bubbles with food color dyes. So you can blow bubbles or use a wand on a piece of paper and make some pretty art.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
Is there an age limit?
Oh no, there isn't. It's ages for all.
I love that. We are also talking about learning so many great local museums. What exhibits are we seeing with the Castle Museum?
Well, the Castle Museum has all kinds of exhibits year-round, but they have a couple special programs coming up this week. They have animal encounters in the Saginaw Valley, and that is presented by the Bay City State Park Visitors Center. That's a program for the kiddos, and I believe that is on Wednesday. And then following up with that, they have a program called A Slice of History, and the program is Frederick Douglass in the Saginaw Valley. Oh, wow. And I did not realize that Frederick Douglass was here and actually doing some of his work. And for those who are not familiar with him, he was a famous abolitionist. He worked very, very hard for the freedom of to free slaves, as well as African American civil rights and women's suffrage, the women's right to vote. So he's a very well-known figure in 19th century history. So it's a great chance for the entire family to come and learn about what he did right here in our hometown. and it's slice of history, so you get a slice of pizza, and there's trivia, there's a selfie station, and all kinds of things going on.
Love it. What a great way to connect with such an important historical figure, really.
Totally, and it's right here in our own backyard. And of course, the castle is just fun to explore anyway.
So much history in there.
It is, and
There's so much history.
I think one of my favorite things is downstairs in the basement. They've got some wonderful Native American exhibits and the log marks, which I find fascinating. It goes back to the lumbering era and how they marked their logs and which sawmill they came from. So as they floated down the river, so lots of history.
That is so neat.
Yeah.
And we also following what's happening at the Anderson Enrichment Center. What's going on there?
So we currently have our Art at Anderson. Art at Anderson. I'm getting mixed up with a few, but right now, every couple months, I bring in a new artist or a well-established artist, and right now we have Jody McDonald Ryder, and her exhibit's called Capturing the Soul. So she has a lot of portraits of mostly her grandkids and her grandpa, dad, and some famous Hollywood actors. And the cool part about these portraits is that her work is done on a cardboard.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and they're so. It just makes it real. Like when you look at these portraits, you stare at it. I feel like I'm meeting this person, like right now in person. And then there's one portrait that I like. I don't know what the title is, but she looks like one of my favorite Hollywood actors, Ana de Maris, and the eyes just glow. If you look at the eyes, they just glow. They look real, and it's really cool.
She's very, very talented.
Yeah, she's very, very.
One of the things too, I know, Demetrius, last time you were here, we were talking about it. This booklet is wonderful. If they're all over town.
Yes.
Correct.
They are full of so much information.
So much.
And if you don't have one, you can pick it up at the public libraries.
Okay.
You can pick them up at our home, Anderson Enrichment Center. They're at multiple venues, the zoo,
The coffee shops.
And then
Even at the airport.
Yep, at the
Even at the
MBS
airport.
And you can also follow us on Facebook at Arts, ARTS, Saginaw. Every week on Thursday, we put up a listing of what's coming up for the following week.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of always a reminder of what's out there and what you can do. So we're really pleased that we can put this together, but this alone has about 180 events in it.
And so many of them are free. And it is such a great way to celebrate summer and keep the kids active and busy and interacting with.
And you can download this also on our website.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So if you click on it, it links you to all the web pages, which is pretty cool.
Nice. Well, and we want to make sure too that you find the information you need. You can go right to our homepage, wnem.com. Right at the very top, you will see that hot link section. Click on it, and you'll be able to get that too. We appreciate it. Marsha, Demetrius, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
All right, we're back in a moment.